summon Voltron. That's the best ways to enter.
You know what? Fair, guys. We are feeling very silly today,
I'm so
but today is
sorry.
also a flashback episode. Good morning, afternoon, evening to everyone here today, and welcome back to Neon Lights Roleplay. In particular, welcome back to A Blade's Will flashback episode number 2, which is part of our bi-weekly rotating Naruto one-shot campaign. I can definitely talk. I've been speaking all day today, so if I start tripling over my words, bear with me. But enough about that, let's introduce the shinobi from Glacier Village's Team 6. Starting off with our emo boy, Foxy.
Alright, what's up, folks? It's Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as favorite Fox Philly's finest, reprising my role as the incomparable and incredible Inazuma Sei, rogue heir of the Inazuma clan, forlorn over to the Glacier Village, where he's made best friends with two complete fuck-ups and their incredible sensei. And also kind of sort of has a girlfriend, maybe sort of a little bit, I don't know. He's going through some shit right now, but we'll get there. Any case, glad to be back. Looking forward to playing my favorite angsty idiot again.
Alright, passing it off to Shoji. Tate.
Hello, Twitch. My name is Tate Washburn, and I am so excited today to play Yuki Shoji, the very smart yet very dumb, one of those absolute fuck-ups that Sei has befriended, who will at all costs become the most flashy and famous Yuki on the face of the planet. Just you fucking watch, is gonna happen. And you know, I am excited to play this one shot.
Motherfucker, aren't we ninja? I feel like being the flashiest of anybody amongst our profession probably isn't actually all that hard, given that, like,
Yeah, but
aren't
we're
we supposed to be like
Naruto ninja.
anti-flashing? Yeah, no, okay, nah, point conceded. You got it.
Naruto
Look,
ninja.
we don't really ninja that much.
That's true.
They're
You ninja.
shinobi, not ninja.
Okay.
Or was it
I
the other
mean,
way?
do I
There's
ninja?
ninja, not shinobi.
My main jutsu coats my hand in lightning and sounds like 1,000 screaming birds. I don't even know if I ninja that well, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, but no one knows you're there until that moment, and it seems intimidating as shit.
Exactly. That's the plan.
Fair enough. I guess that just leaves me. Hi, I'm Michelle. I will be your sage of the Six Paths today. I play literally everyone else except these guys. And I guess I also described the environment, so there's that. But before we continue on to the actual game, we do have to give some kudos to Kings Are Forever, who actually creates a supplement, as well as the fact that, by the way, we threw out Naruto canon, so if you do want to play an actual shinobi that is like quiet and not flashy, you could. We did
That's
throw
also
out
why
canon.
there's so many Yuki.
Yeah.
That's also
Sure.
why there's so many of them.
I mean, hey, they're no longer extinct, okay? It's all good, right? Yeah,
Extinct? What do you mean extinct?
they all died. So you know,
Dude, he's like, wait, hold on, what do you mean?
Yeah, but I was very in character. Shoji's like, what do you mean extinct? Hold on.
We used to exist in canon, goddamn.
I
Sorry.
mean, but like that was Haku, and then he died.
It's true.
It's pretty based.
So,
It's pretty base.
anyways, though, it's let's head back into the scene. It's the year 45 after Shinobi, end of spring, and in Glacier Country, it's unseasonably warm. Still, but the light of the early morning sun still glares pretty painfully bright. It reflects from this bright blue ice of the glaciers surrounding the village, piercing through even the thickest of cloths and furs covering the windows of the log buildings. The streets are sparsely populated, with the main population of the village. Tired scholars looking for a warm, hearty meal and a waking draught of caffeine, or those who have yet to sleep in the near unending daylight of the summer. Many stalls lining the streets are filled for the early morning pre-rush. Grilling seafood brought in by Akamichi fishers, drenched in soy sauce and butter, frying street food lightly battered in what little grain can be imported, game rabbit, and venison cooking, and the smell of pickled roots and fruits slowly permeates the streets alongside the wafting smells of hot tea and coffee. But in this village, we center on the Jade Dragon, a small hole-in-the-wall establishment. cracked walls letting in the fresh morning chill wafting from the glaciers. It's filled with the smell of fresh ramen, toasting sesame, sizzling pork belly, and the smell of fresh spices and garlic. Shun already has warm bowls prepped before the team, tucked neatly in a small booth beside cracked and worn walls. Friends, see.
Mm. Oh God. Oh, it's like God food. Mm. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's unseen. Why are we here again?
I think Shoji has made this like quite large marble out of ice that he's just sort of like rolling in between his fingers. And you know that thing where there's like etchings on the inside that make a shape? He every once in a while is like just changing that shape to a different scene, and we see effectively Shoji just like following Sei and not super well, like trying to stay hidden for a bit. And he's like, I don't know, man. You are the one who left the village, and I figured you needed help in some way.
You were bored and wanted to come along. Why are we lying?
This is fair, but
Right. Then no more secrecy. I'll tell you what the big plan is. Well, let's say, I don't know, God, how long has it been again now? Whenever I came to the village, maybe you won't remember, we were both pretty small. I came with a scroll, yeah?
I vaguely remember you bragging about it at some point.
They ever tell you what it was?
No, you just said it was important. Something, something, summons something.
Lion contract summons. As in,
Okay.
the Inazuma lion contract.
Choji's gonna perk up with that. It's like, ah, well, I mean that makes sense, but
Yeah, 5-year-old me had some stones, it turns out. Huh?
yeah, no, that's. I'm kind of more impressed that you got away with it. It seems like something you would attempt to do, but
What can I say? My skill is only outmatched by my bravado.
outmatched.
Oh, you're flattering me. Any case, I'm gonna open it.
And we decided to do this outside of Glacier Village, but inside an eatery because.
Oh, I'm not opening it in here. Have
Oh,
you ever
okay.
seen Raw Sama?
I have not learned a single thing about summons in my entire life, to be honest.
Because it is a crash course. No,
Cool.
we are not summoning the boss of the lions inside Glacier Village walls or in this eatery for several reasons. The most important of them being, he's still my father's personal summon.
Yeah, it sounds messy.
Mm-hmm. The second reason being, he's fucking huge.
Give me a sense of scale here. Huge the way that like a big guy is huge, or huge in the way that like a building is huge?
Huge in the way a small mountain is huge.
Well, damn. Like he looks outside the window, one of the big glaciers is like, all right.
So, we're gonna open the contract. We're gonna see if I can't pull enough chakra to summon good old Rawl for a while. And if we're lucky and he's not feeling like eating one of the two of us, he'll let me sign it.
Quick mechanical question. This is in character. Quick mechanical question of like summons.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do all the chakra? Do you need a little? Can I like help, or is that going to muddy the waters a bit?
Well, if we bump it with both of us, it shouldn't be too bad, as long as we make it clear who's summoning him for what reason. Rawl's impatient, but he's not picky. I don't think so. I hope.
Yeah. Well, just if he's as big and as dangerous as you say, maybe it'd be better if we even that out a little bit so that, you know, you're not empty. That makes sense.
I won't argue. I don't want to get squashed.
Man, this is a whole lot more interesting than any amount of training I could have been doing today.
Stick with me,
He,
kid. Take you places.
he tosses the sphere up and makes 2 kunai out of ice balanced tip to tip and catches it midair as he's just holding it as he's talking.
Say's going to start deliberately looking around. Oh, don't mind me. She's looking for the next wayward, starving artist you're trying to impress. The last one was cute.
I can't
Speaking
impress
of-
if I don't practice.
Uh-huh. And you just happen to be practicing in the most flashy way possible in the middle of a public establishment where plenty of people could see you because, I don't know, you felt like it?
He's not gonna deign that very true observation with an answer.
You ain't that slick, Yuki.
Dissipate and be like, well. Then he will grab his whole bowl. He has not been eating nearly as fast, and he just drains half of it. Just, and that way,
Oh,
like
yeah, we're gonna fucking
young
DBZ
men
shit.
can do. Just yeah. Because like we're definitely like young, like late teenagers, early adulthood. So it's like we train a lot. We can put food away pretty quick. Just,
No question. We are calorie consumers. Hell yeah.
I have to assume that anytime food is too hot, Shoji can also just like cool it almost instantly as he's eating it. So he'll just doesn't matter what the food is.
Well, lucky you.
Ha!
Yeah, say we'll finish off his bowl and drop enough to pay for the two of them and a decent sized tip for Shona for taking care of us.
Mhm.
Next time, remember to bring your sensei and that other teammate of yours. You know, the nice one.
Right, yeah, no, they were both just so busy and we wanted them to come along. We just certainly couldn't find the time.
Definitely on this very well planned trip.
Yeah, your sensei's the new Mizukage, right?
Very
Say's
busy.
mood immediately sours. Yeah.
She hasn't dropped
Yeah.
by in a while. Maybe make sure you're checking on her.
Been difficult with, the war going on.
And
I'd
running
like
the country.
Yeah. I wanna, if we can find the time. Maybe when we get done with our errand. And Shoji? Maybe we pop in for a sec?
Yeah. Even if it means paperwork. I'm sure that she'll hand us some.
Dear, suddenly rethinking this plan.
Come on.
Alright. And he'll offer a quick bow to Shun and step his way out of the door with Shoji in tow.
Itterashai!
And he will make his way out. And I guess we're headed towards just like the nearest large secluded clearing we can get to. I would say the Inazuma compound, but that's a horrible idea right now.
Actually wondering if, because we probably know the area decently well. I'm just imagining a space where there's maybe like two different glaciers are getting close to this point, so there's like a lot of walls around it as well.
Yeah.
Something to that effect. Just so
That
that's
sounds
also
really
like,
smart.
even when he get big, people might not notice because Glacier's bigger.
It's true. Glaciers are usually bigger than lions. That we can confirm.
Shoji's not sure about that though, because apparently summons can get really big. The only ones he's seen are Seis that were originally not that big.
That's totally fair.
Well, there is a training area where somebody was experimenting with their jutsu a little too much and caused a small avalanche. So there's a large area full of tumbled rocks, slow crawling ice, and rivers of blue rivulets trickling its way down. It is very cold. It is extremely bright. The sun is reflecting off almost directly into your eyes.
Oh, jeez. You
Shoji
think living here would get
adjusts
used to
his-
all the glare?
Yeah, I'm not even really used to it. He adjusts his glasses, which I think at this point are made of one solid piece of ice, that he just sort of makes when he needs them. Heck, I'm even gonna put the glasses on to be more in character. It's not. This even doesn't even do quite enough, to be honest.
Just show off. Well, there's nothing much preamble to do. You want to offer any last words in case this pairs up really fast?
No, not really. Do you know you snore? I feel like I need that off my chest if we're gonna die here.
We're gonna attack that later.
I'm gonna say you can decide if Shoji's just completely lying about that. That's just something he would say.
I think it's funnier if he's not.
Yeah, it'll be very quiet. It's like the lightest of snoring, and only when like he's not on alert, because he's still very professional at this. But like, just a tiny little.
Very cute. I love that. All right. Bet. So yeah, I think he'll just. Fair enough. In that case, I'll save my last words for. I don't know. Fuck it, let's do this. And he'll just slowly like pull out a large scroll that's been sheathed in his waist this entire time. It's held in both hands, probably about the size of his center mass, and just like, okay. Think I've done enough reading on how this thing works, but I've he kind of sits there holding it for a while. Never opened it. Not since I ran away.
Shoji's not gonna make a joke. He just kind of nod and say, "Well, lead on."
It's weird, man. But life only gets weirder. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell you sometime about the sage training that they're having me doing. It's weird.
Oh my,
Yeah.
are you getting stronger and not telling me?
Not important. I'm not really into it. Yeah.
Say, we'll shrug and just say, well, all right. If that's the case, then I'll just keep blowing right past you with my amazing abilities. And he'll crack the scroll a bit and slowly roll it open. I imagine it is like signed with lists and lists of names, most of which have been at previous Inazuma clan heads or notable members of the clan. And I think he just, there's only one?
It's just your dad.
Oh my, that's even more concerning.
Well, there's
maybe
lists,
erase
but
these-
all of them are
Yeah,
erased because, well, you know, they kind of died
that's worse.
and never got
Um,
accepted. So, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's terrifying. Awesome. Okay. I think Sei sees his father's name and gulps a little. Just. Okay. Right. So. Okay. I'll cover the hand seals. You just channel into me and we'll push it in the seal and hope for the best, yeah?
Absolutely the plan. I want you between me and the big lion. And he,
Please don't touch me for too long.
of course. And is it going to be very like respectful on the shoulder? He's not like doing a bit about
Mhm.
this. This is a serious moment.
And Sei will take a single deep breath, fly through several hand seals, bite down on the side of his hand, and press it down in the seal as hard as possible. Shoveling as much chakra as I need to. Michelle, if you need me to actually pay the chakra for an S ranked summoning, we could split that real quick if you want. It's fine. I can tell you what it is.
Double checking. Did you actually sign the contract scroll?
I figured. I think I have to get approval to sign it. Do I sign it first?
You sign it first.
In that case, I will retcon that briefly. I'll bite my hand first and sign it in blood. My name directly under my father's, Inazuma Sei. And I'll just then. Here goes fucking nothing. And yeah, he'll once again fly through hand seals and pop that, as it were.
Go ahead and pay. We're gonna, since that's super cool, I'm gonna let you decrease that chakra spend by half. So the two of you will take
Oh,
half of
nice.
that chakra
In
spend.
that case, let me tell you how much summoning jutsu would be for an S rank. I just had it. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. There it is. I got it. Summoning is base rank 5. Each rank up increases increases it by doesn't actually say anymore. Never mind. It's 5 more chakra. So I guess it's grand total DCABS. That's 20 chakra, which is half the 10. So we both lose 10 chakra.
Sure.
There,
I think Sei was super braced to like take a lot of chakra. And he's like,
That could have been worse.
could have been a lot worse. With a big poof and a lot of smoke. So, interestingly enough, it's not something you're gonna cough a lot from. It just is misted.
yeah, water vapor, not
Yeah. Just
smoke. Yeah.
Summon vapor.
summon vapor. That's a large shape sort of forms in front of you. It's, well, you're very glad you decided to go in between two glaciers because it's not quite as big as a mountain, but it's pretty big. You're definitely very much dwarfed by a several-story tall figure. And as the light shines on it, you actually can't really see it that well because it blends in with the glacier. It's white-furred, with a glorious mane of silver, the size of multiple buildings. It has, with a blink, bright cerulean eyes that are sort of drooping with sleep right now, actually. And you get... It gives a great big yawn.
Oh boy.
Each one is the size of you.
Oh dear.
Right behind Say, the air gets colder. Shoji's bracing himself to have to cast something very, very quickly.
A single exhale. It feels moist and hot, but it's like a wall of wind pressing at you.
Okay. Lion morning breath. Not fantastic.
And this is why I don't deal with summons, I'm just saying.
It would be a bit of more of a majestic scene if Lion Current wasn't, well, very much half asleep. It is definitely early in the morning. Probably woken up.
Can we wait for him to wake up so that we don't interrupt whatever nap he was in?
If we do that, we'll be waiting here for weeks.
Look, I always have thoughts, but most of them are not good ones. If you have something, otherwise I'll see if I can very gently wake him up.
Well, my plan was to yell really loudly, so if you got anything better.
Well, let's find out. Our great Sage of Six Paths are going to have to tell me if this is allowable, but I do have the custom ice fabrication jutsu that I have made way back at the very first episode. Can I just like make an extremely thin layer of ice underneath this guy so it's just a little colder and a little less comfortable?
Sure.
And you can just tell me how much bulk that is, and it kind of scales to bulk.
That's gonna be pretty bulky. Like,
Oh, just thin layer under him, and not the whole thing. Just like right under his chin and his front paws.
I'm just gonna ballpark it at 10 bulk.
Whew. All right. Yeah, that's still gonna be quite a lot.
Damn, son.
You start jutsu, but before you actually finish, you hear a snort, which, I mean, is it really a snort when it's basically a roar?
Oof. It can be both.
And sniff that smell. I'm
There's
up,
like a
I'm
creep
up.
of ice. Oh,
Okay. Lion's awake. Hello, Raul-sama. Welcome to the world of mortals. I don't know when you were last summoned, but I'm sure it's been a while.
He sort of like puts one paw down. The ground shakes beneath you a little bit as the glacier trembles. And then another one.
you got this.
And then he settles a bit down sphinx-like. Nazma. Father has
he
been
knows
looking
me.
for you quite a while, you know. Well,
That
say something, Maru. I can't remember.
Seisutsumaru Inazuma, at your service, Raul-sama. I am aware my father has been looking for me, but I am no longer living amongst my clan.
Struck out by yourself?
You could say that.
That is the way.
So then if I ask you not to let my dad know we're meeting like this, you wouldn't, I don't know, murder me for it?
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. But you did wake me up from a nice nap, you know.
1,000 apologies. I would not have bothered with the timing if it weren't at least sort of urgent.
And the way that Rawl sort of looks at you, it very much feels like a cat playing with its food. Its tail, his long tail swishes and knocks over boulders.
Funny enough, that's how I'm feeling right now. Well, if you're aware my father's looking for me, then you probably know there's a war right now. A large one. Not simply between two nations, but between alliances of nations. Nearly the entire world is set against each other. It's been costly. We've lost lots of good people. I lost my summon. He was a really good friend of mine.
Smell like prey.
I stole the Lion Clan scroll when I fled my clan. I couldn't bring myself to open it when I was so young, and so the Glacier Village, in their kindness, let me sign the rabbit contract.
You not prey, are you?
I'd like to think myself as a pretty capable hunter if it were.
Shoji might speak up a bit. It's like, respectfully, Sei is one of our best hunters. Is unparalleled at stealth and tracking in ways that we often rely on as a team.
I think the first time Sei's ever been complimented and doesn't actually just feel like glowing in the praise, and instead just like, oh dear, I'm being talked about right now. Oh my.
And Rawl sort of like pause, step up, pushes up. Father has proved himself to me. To you haven't. Your litter mate has some nice things to say about you. Have to prove themselves, and he starts to lift a paw. The claws starting to glow.
Oh
Chakra.
dear.
If you can survive this, I might think about, well, allowing you to sign with the contract. And just before the paw lands in front of you, you hear, "Father!" as a big poof comes out in front of you, and a little small critter just screeches to a halt in a blitz of ozone. You've seen Sei move, Shoji, and Sei moves pretty darn fast. This was a little bit faster. And what is revealed before you is a very small, very adorable looking lion cub. Is white, furred with little stripes and spots. The same bright blue eyes, big ears, paws that are a little bit too big and look kind of unwieldy.
Did that thing just say father?
Look, it's small and also looks like a lion. I'm rolling with it. I don't know what the rules are here.
Oh, say this is adorable.
Paw comes with a heavy thud, and you feel as ozone and the crackle of lightning just passes right past you. What? What do you want, Ratsuna? Like, well, we need to go hunting for Desert Scorpion. No, also our stocks of the good stuff is running low.
I think Shoji would almost stop Sei if he's actually trying to go away. It's like, no, we can work with this. We can work with this.
What if I don't want to work with this?
And the Rawl and Ratsuna are just sort of staring at each other. Ratsuna looks sort of tall, prim, is as majestic as a small tiny lion cub can be, while Rawl over here
Not
is
a little boy.
yeah, and Rawl is just has the most hangdog lazy expression. Ugh. Fine. You. Yes, you.
Both of us.
Both of you. Go hunt down a desert scorpion from the desert. You're going to need to bring one of those bighorn sheep from the grasslands alive to lure one out. Go on and take that waste of space Rotsuna with you.
You want us to go hunt down a sheep from the grasslands in Wind Country to go kill a desert scorpion in Earth Country so your kid can eat?
Oh no, actually, we're having a banquet with the Savannah Lions, and it's necessary for the preparation. So, if you do me this favor, well, I'll consider giving you the contract.
Sounds a lot better than fighting you. I'm in.
A very generous offer.
Yeah, he'll slowly bow and just, your offer is kind, Ralsama, and I accept. This task will be completed in no time.
Right. And with a big plume of summon vapor, the smoke summon vapor, Rawl disappears.
It's canon now.
Yep.
Both of us are high intelligence. I'm sure there's like formula going through our head. It's like the excess vapor in the air, the differential between the two locations causes, etc., etc., etc.
It's
And Rotsuna is left.
So we technically survived that pause that he was mentioning. I don't know if that's like 1 point in our favor here. Maybe it's like a 3 trial system since there's 2 things we're hunting here.
Hey, maybe we don't push it with the giant mountain-sized lion.
I wasn't gonna push it. You
You
know Shoji well enough. He was 100% about to push it if that was gonna be a problem. He's gonna be like, we technically won.
Just, hey there, little one. So it's Ratsuna?
Rotsuna of the Mountain Lions, and Rotsuna looks very, very proper. Just, once again, that sphinx-like sort of posture, tail tucked very neatly. His fur looks incredibly well groomed, and the effect is
God, it
ruined by the
reminds me of
very,
Fury.
very big eyes. There's just a little bit watery, just very huge.
God, he's so cute.
He is. Choji will do a big. He's trying not to be sarcastic, but he has a hard time not. Where it's like a big and dramatic bow. It's like, "Is excellent to meet you, Rasuna of the Mountains. I am Shoji of the Glaciers."
Inazuma say, I guess also of Glacier technically.
I'm just trying to follow the theme of his name.
Smell like ice and you smell like lightning.
I think he smells chakra. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes
I
sense.
can
The lions
hear
are
you. Rude.
okay. So you're
Say
questioning your
always.
clan's ability to sniff chakra. Then that's incredible. The rabbits could kind of do it, but nowhere near as well as you guys can.
Well,
Also say you always smell like lightning. That's just kind of a thing for you.
Yeah,
we're
well,
hunters. It's our job.
True, it's true.
yeah, well, when it comes to hunting, you'll find I can hang with the best of them. Let's look at you fed, yeah, kid?
Don't call me kid, but sure. And
Oh
Rotsuna
God,
will
you
get
double
up and
remind me of Yuri.
very much will like tail twitching behind them, just clawed and then leap onto your shoulder, like claws just digging a little bit into your shinobi gear.
Ow. Okay.
Like,
You comfortable up there?
could be better. And Ratsuna will then like, put 2 paws on your head and then haul himself, sticking with chakra onto your head.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay.
Much
Right.
better. He's
I'll
effectively
say it
using
might
your
not-
head as a throne.
Reminder
Although I'll
of
say
Yuri
that's-
Part 3.
Well, I will say that's not going to be the most effective seat if we need to run to win Nation.
Say will shake his head a bit and just. Nah, I think he'll stick.
Yep.
Let's go,
And as
Lucia.
soon as you say that, Ratsuna just, in like a flash of a second, like jumps off, lands like a couple, like 60 meters away, and then jumps right back onto, like leaps right back onto Say's head. Say?
I stand
Okay.
corrected.
Little shit's fast. Got it.
You also definitely need to know he's the one who knows how summons work. I got nothing.
Right. Speaking of which, should probably keep you company so you aren't talking my head off the whole trip, yeah?
I mean, I can talk to him, but sure.
I don't want to deal with that either.
Nah. Fair.
He's like, God, this trip full of bad choices. He'll once again do a few more hand signs, bite his thumb, and summoning jutsu and see if he can't pop out Shido and Kudo. Why not?
Poof. Both of them pop up. Reporting for duty!
Right. Greetings, soldiers. How's it been?
Sir, is that?
No, never mind. It's a rhetorical question. More importantly, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make sure you keep this little asshole company.
But-
Do that for me?
Is that an order? Is that an order, sir?
Excuse me. And in doing so, soldiers, you will be keeping a vigilant eye on my left and right flank to ensure that while we travel towards Wind and then Earth Country, our flanks are secured from enemy attack. It is critical to the success of this operation. Am I understood, soldiers?
Sir, yes, sir. And they hop up immediately onto your shoulder and cling with two paws on each shoulder, so they're sort of like their like legs hanging off, and then they start with very tentatively a conversation with Ratsuna.
That's all I need for now. Say will just look over Shoji and now I'm a taxi.
Look, if you need me to carry anything that you normally do with the extra passengers,
Nah, can use the workout.
there. Guess we're
All right.
running.
Let's do it then. You want to run, or should just run?
To Ratsuna, what's our timeline like? When is this banquet? When do we need to get this done by?
And Ratsuna likes tail swishing a little bit. Time's a little bit different in Summon than it is here.
You can ballpark it, like days, hours, weeks.
Please.
Got
please,
about it.
please.
Got about 1 week. Yeah, 1 week. I think. Yeah, probably.
1 week to get to Wind Country, and then Earth Country, and then back.
Is that 1 week in Summon's time, or is it?
Fuck it, we run, and he's gonna immediately start channeling
Yeah.
chakra for lightning speed.
Also, to be fair, it's not like we actually need to get back. We can probably summon and
That's
all
true.
that.
We can reverse summon there.
I'm curious, what is Sei's top speed when he is under lightning speed, and how often can he
Oh, sorry.
dash?
The jutsu is actually overdrive. Is what I'm popping.
Oh yeah.
At a B rank, it increases my movement speed by, by 40 feet, which takes me up to a grand total of, especially if I throw in strike armor too for the 25 feet, puts me at just over 110.
God damn. And can you dash as a bonus action, just so I can say how much?
Yeah, baby, I'm a motherfucking hunter. Then of course I can.
Oh, that's right. I forget. Shoji can kind of keep up with that. It's inconsistent. He has to use one of his, like, once a turn flurry things. So sometimes he increases his speed by, like, 40 feet for that round. Sometimes it's only 10. I think visually, it's like as he chases, he has to ice skate effectively dumping all this chakra. And so at times it's like that's just not good terrain for that. I think is maybe the example. But I assume Say's off like a shot, and Shoji's like, "Yeah, all right," and covers himself with ice. This sort of like his ninja gear just looks like it's made out of ice now, and his clothes. And then wind pushes him along as he's ice skating as fast as he can, putting on 2 different jutsu and a feature to mostly keep up.
I'm technically also using 2 jutsu and a feature.
That's fair.
Time passes pretty quickly. You manage to make your way to Wind Country, pushing it in a little less than 3 days. Congrats!
Nice.
Did a great
Speed,
job.
efficiency, dexterity. I'm really fucking tired.
Yeah, I was about to say, we are definitely not feeling great after 3 days of emptying chakra to do this.
Okay. All right.
Ratsuna has been doing you all a favor and has been very quickly ambushing various prey to feed you. Well, just meat,
Oh, thank
unfortunately.
God. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
I'll take meat. No complaining.
Uh,
Can you score a
But-
fish or two? I'd love some takoyaki.
Unfortunately, Ratsuna did not bring any fish, just game meat. In fact, at one point he brought a very small rabbit, which freaked out the Mara brothers, the Heimer brothers. a little
Oh, oh dear. Yeah, look away, kids. You don't want to see this. Say just
I don't
like
know how I
sees this
feel it.
happening. I imagine we get a great scene of like Say just kind of like hanging out, like sitting like kind of like leaned over on a tree, eyes closed, like like Shido and Kudo on either shoulder, like looks up, sees Rasa coming back, sees the rabbit, and is just like,
Yeah.
trust me, kids, you don't want to see this.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about that either, to be fair.
And on day 3, it's evening. You've arrived at Wind Country, and you're taking I'm assuming you guys are taking a day to rest.
Yeah,
night.
it's not a horrible idea. At least the night.
Yeah, and Ratsuna, by the crackling fire, just has a question. Say,
Yeah, what's up?
why you want a contract with us?
Well, the lions are among the strongest summons there are. No offense, you two, looking at Shiro and Kuro. I got plenty for espionage, infiltration, stealth, things like that, but I need to be able to hit harder. I need to be able to deal more damage. There are things out there I'm not capable of beating just yet. Having you all as an ally puts me a bit more, well. At this point, Say is now, like, holding and rubbing his left wrist.
You
Well,
can't
but you
keep relying on me to be there, it turns out, so...
Well, yeah, someone's gonna put you in command of division at some point, yeah? And at that point, I'm never gonna see you anymore.
Oh, God, I hope not.
There's no mistaking our strength. I've seen my father. But he's quite lazy, you know. Why negotiate with the boss summoned mountain lions when he's such a lazy layabout? Why?
Kid, I don't know if you know this, but your father's a legend. My dad has a legacy longer than my arm. A rap sheet listed with bodies that I couldn't even count. Thousands. Who do you think he cleared that legacy alongside?
Dad this, dad that. Dad's got all, he's did all the things. Then of course goes and just always saying like, "Oh, Ratsuna, you're not standing properly. Ratsuna, you're not doing the ambush properly.
Your
Ratsuna."
form's bad. You're not performing properly. You'll never do anything. And if you keep acting like this, eventually you'll be cast aside. Right?
Shoji leans over to the 2 rabbits like, they're bonding over their daddy issues.
Right. And Ratsuna looks very just like, ears down just a little bit, tail is like swishing. I mean, we're we're not like those savannah lions that get prides together. We're supposed to leave, strike out on our own, and make our own legend.
I can respect that.
It's a fine shot from what my dad told me to do. From birth, for me, it was do this that I say, act this way that I say, and do the things that I say, or else doing my own thing didn't become an option until I ran away from home.
Well, at least your dad's not a lazy layabout that leaves all the planning to the last minute and oh, I've got everything done.
Dads, am I right?
Yeah.
Hey, well, if it helps you feel a little better, make the trip a little easier, I'll talk about your dad a bit less, yeah?
I'll do the same. Deal?
Say, well, I'll hold his hand down. Deal. Chill.
I am imagining a very cute giant lion paw.
It's like this big fluffy paw with like very tiny like you'd think those tiny little claws would do like
Somebody
absolutely no
draw
damage.
it.
Just very tiny claws. They're like they're like needle teeth.
I've learned the best thing to do, rather than just hoping and praying the fan art happens, is to make the fan art come to you.
Fair enough. Well, with that, the night passes, and on a day, I think now is probably a good time for us to take a break. Yeah.
Sounds perfectio to me, darlings.
All right, guys, don't touch that dial. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Just a jiffy, just a little one, a single jiffy, only one.
Okay, maybe if you that's okay. Bye. And we're back.
It was one jiffy.
It's exactly one jiffy. We counted.
However much jiffy is, I don't know. Does anybody else know?
We looked it up. We'll worry about that later.
All
They
right.
can't prove otherwise. They don't know.
Fair
Exactly.
enough.
No, they weren't there.
Well, we return to the scene where our illustrious... Is that a quartet now, or is it a quintet?
Quintet now. 2 human, 3. Yo, we're officially more summoned than we are human in this party.
Hey!
It's crazy.
Our illustrious quintet have woken up on the border of Wind Country after a long run.
Oh boy. All right. What's up, sunshines? How's everybody feeling?
Definitely
Yeah.
ready for a new day and not at all tired, I promise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super convincing. Ratsuna, Shiro, Kuro, y'all up?
I'm up. Reporting for duty, sir!
Yeah, okay. Awesome. That's great. Mm-hmm. Love the enthusiasm.
Carrot?
Totally don't need that tuned down at all. And did you just offer me a... Thank you, Shiro. I don't just take the carrot. just hold it.
Ratsuna sort of like plods over towards you, Shoji, and stares you down. It does not look in the least bit intimidating.
Oh yeah, Judge is gonna stare back and then hold up a small icicle. It's like, you like chewing on ice? I like chewing on ice.
Big thing to say.
Ratsuna blinks, grabs the icicle in their jaw and like around the orders. You heard nothing yesterday.
No, not at all. If I were to hear something, though, it would simply be, I believe in you, stepping out of your father's shadow. I don't have the same angst, but it's a goal of mine too.
Ratsuna like gives like a very.
He's never been that kind to me.
Ratsuna like raises a brow, gives a sniff, and turns around and lightly whaps your leg with his tail. Very lightly. It's very soft.
I've definitely given you I say. It's just usually at velocity.
That's fair.
There's a crunch of ice. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Shoji's also done that. Just good crunches. So many good crunches.
Never understand why you feel the incessant urge to do that, but you know what? I will never bother to understand the depths of your Neanderthalness. Instead, I will simply accept it.
I can't explain the good crunch. I don't know that if I can ever explain it. Anyways, so who knows anything about these big sheep? Because I do not. Maybe I do. Should I roll nature? I don't think. I'm actually pretty good at that. Oops.
It's hard to say. I'm not good at nature.
I mean, are you gonna head any further in? You guys are just at the border.
Oh yeah,
right now.
I mean, we know we're headed for the plains right now,
Yeah,
so we're
but
gonna
you
need
go
to
ahead
get
and roll
ourselves
me
into
some nature if you wanna see if you can figure
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah, I'm
You-
actually pretty good at that. That's a 26.
Oh,
Ooh,
good
26.
number.
All right. So from studied a lot about nature, to be honest. That's literally one of the things that people pound into your head. Is it?
I feel like that it's like a current part of the sage training that Shoji's begrudgingly doing because it's expected of him.
Well, and you've been hearing a lot about the various different flora and fauna of the elemental nations. What you can recall, oddly enough, it's one of the things that they mentioned recently, due to the alliance between water and wind, is that the longhorn sheep, as it were, the goats, are one of the few. Well, there's many untamed livestock in Wind Country, but they're
Okay.
some of the few that actually utilize chakra. Mostly because they tend to run between the border of wind and earth. It's one of their migratory paths. And of course, Earth Country is full of fauna that would love to eat them.
So they're fast, is what I'm hearing.
Well, actually, they're not only fast, or decently fast, but their horns are, well,
Oh no.
they're great at charging people down.
Oh dear.
I think Shoji explains it's like, you know how I make weapons out of ice and they're like way stronger than ice has any right to be?
Yeah.
Their horns do that shit.
Choice.
Like a lot.
Great. You want to find out what getting hit by that is?
Not in particular. My plan is to not get hit, actually.
Well, here's hoping. That plan involves you at least look like you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually surprised by that, but you know what? Fair and valid.
Well, hey, we do our jobs right. We only have to do this once.
Now, granted, most of the nomadic tribes of Wind Country are able to deal with these grasslands rams, the longhorn grasslands rams, but you know, they also have a higher population of shinobi than Water Country.
Right. So, you're gonna need to get creative to draw one of these things out. Any ideas?
Do I know anything about their grazing habits or anything else that they tend to want? Something they crave, maybe?
One
Like a
thing
mineral?
they really like salt. It's one of the reasons why
Yeah.
they're in between the canyon, because the canyon has a lot of rocks with, well, rock salt in them.
They're fucking salt. They're so salt fiends. All right.
They're very
Straight
salty.
up. Eyes up. You look at the two of his rabbit summers, and just scouting party. Looking for any decent rock formation with a high concentration of salt. Use your tongues, boys.
But we don't like salt.
Well, then just find it and get back to me so I can know where it is. If you see any big scary rams, even better.
Right. Sure, boss. We'll be back. And they
Mhm.
poof off.
All right. That shouldn't take them too long. They might not be the brightest rabbits in the bunch, but they're pretty fast.
Yeah, so just for a little more clarity on the plan, I'm gonna what? Rub my body in salt? Pretend
That's
to be a
hilarious.
ram and uh, get one to fight me man to man? I want to know.
Sage's gonna look you dead in the eye and fully seriously say, "Yes, that's the plan, Shoji."
I gave 2 examples, and I'm terrified to know which one that you're going with here.
As much fun as it would be to watch you rub yourself down in salt and challenge a bighorn ram to a boxing match, as much fun as that would be to watch, no, we're not going to do that. In fact, we're going to call a slight audible on the plan. I don't need you to bait this thing if you play it out right. I just need you to, well, be ready to make sure you can tie it down once this thing gets in there. Effectively, I'll lure it out in the field with my pretty face, see if I can't get it to come straight at me, and then I'll lock it down with something. I can't lock it down permanently, but at least for long enough for you to get something more permanent around it. Some wire, an eye sharp of some kind, I don't know, whatever you want.
I definitely can do that wire. Maybe if it needs a little bit more, I got a few tricks, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
An ambush.
Thinking like a lion, yeah?
Smart.
I mean,
Smart.
that's really just thinking like a nin, but I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Ratsuna, like, flexes
I'm
his
kissing up
paws.
right now, shut up.
Flexes his paws and starts kneading the dirt. It's like, well, I can't assist you with this, but your idea seems sound.
Always
goes
happy
back
to
to
get advice
Kuru.
from a expert hunter.
Like, just, watch out for the horn. You don't want to get gored on it, do you?
No, I'd very much like not to.
Again, he can't hold it in. It's like, oh no, that was gonna be my plan. Was to get gored on purpose. Oh no.
Your friend is silly.
Yeah,
But since
you get
I
used
find
to it.
myself liking the two of you, don't die.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You'll be fine.
Resisting urge to explain sarcasm. Ah.
Say it's just blinking for a while and just Yuri parallel number 4, and then turns away.
What thing is wrong?
Right. So, until we have our scouting party ready, let's prep for the day. Do some stretches. I don't know. Pray to whatever god you believe in.
I don't believe in putting anything above myself. I'm just kidding. But anyways,
It's like, what they would say. What do you mean?
yeah.
That's my line.
Just as a note, I every day can have the cost of a jutsu, and I think the last few days, and still today, it's one that like ups my speed, but also increases my wisdom because I'm like, maybe we'll need that a lot and often.
Yeah. Sounds great. I don't really have any preparatory jutsu to do right now. None that I need, not until we actually start getting to where we're doing stuff at. So I'm just gonna chill and wait for right now.
Right. And with is there anything else you'd like to use this scene for?
I think flavor-wise, maybe Shoji. He's been traveling, and you haven't seen him doing this while they're traveling, but he's like looking around and he realizes there's some time, and he's like, "Yeah, I better." And he sits down and starts meditating, and is effectively doing like sort of pre-training for like sage chakra stuff. He's not a high enough level to actually do it, but it's sort of this part of this training he's doing where he's trying to like feel and understand nature chakra around him. I don't know if that's something to add to the scene, but that's just what he's doing while he's waiting. He does look annoyed at it.
I think Say looks over and like thinks about going to bother you about it, but recognizes like it's actually kind of important, so he's just gonna like leave you to it, and will instead kind of like sit by a tree and like look at the new strange like tattooed-ish seal on his wrist, flex his arm a whole bunch, and just don't know why I'm out here, but better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, it's better than this. He said. So Shoji says out loud.
Shut up! You're meditating right now. Focus.
he does not want to do it and will use any excuse because he is not interested in this right now.
Rodsina just like plods up right towards you, flops himself in your lap, so you now have to stay seated. Goes, sage training is an art form that you need to practice.
Yep, and so many people in my family do it.
Listen to the kitten, Shoji. He's actually not wrong this time.
I know it takes practice, I just don't know that I want to.
Oof.
Say we'll chuckle a little watching Ratsuna bap Shoji in the head, and we'll just flick a kunai at the tree next to him and like carve at it for a bit. Just like a little circular shape, and then kind of like two angled triangles on either side. And just miss you, Hi. Really miss you, man.
You're afraid of turning into an ice sculpture. I'm right here. Claws out.
No, I'm not that far in, but the thought's appreciated. This is more general chakra control at this point. And, he does hold his hand out in like just a gentle sphere of air. Like he's not really casting a jutsu, just circulating. It's like it is admittedly very useful to learn.
I think we'll end that scene there with and rest of the Heimauer brothers having hopped back in. I'm gonna report.
You got me, soldiers.
Sir, there's the nearest rock formation's over by the Hayawari Canyons, really closest area.
Hayawari Canyon. That's not too far from the front.
Well, there's another one. It's closer to the desert.
Yeah, we're headed to that one anyway, so that might seem like the reasonable approach. Yeah.
I mean, it's okay, boss.
Remember, only stopping here to get the ram is one part of our journey. Perhaps we're heading into Earth Country to go, pick up a couple scorpions. So if we're headed that way anyway,
sand in our fur.
I will desummon you all when we get to the rock formation. I promise. You've done enough.
Thanks, boss.
Please show it where it is first.
He'll just roll his eyes and just. All right, you heard the rabbits. We got a plan.
Yeah, all right. Let's wrangle us a sheep.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, a career full of murdering enemy shinobi and engaging in special force operations. I get B rank on the bingo book, and now I'm out here engaging in agricultural practice.
You don't remember all those dumb early rank ones I had as a do of like finding cats and doing chores?
I was hoping to never remember them ever again.
I don't know. I kind of like some of those.
Scars.
That one pet cat didn't get you that hard. Come on.
I'm convinced that thing hated me. That wasn't a cat. That was a demon. Someone from the very pits of hell itself.
Ratsuna looks incredibly innocent right now.
Have you know that was a Yuki clan member, that little old lady, and she... no, you're right. That cat was actually an asshole for like as long as I've known it. I'm gonna be real.
Mm-hmm. I swear you might have something bigoted at me after you scratched me in the face, too.
As the five of you make your way through fields of wheat, golden green stalks of wild rice, wave the air is mildly humid. Dry, hot winds from the neighboring desert, mixing with the cold. It's peaceful. Aside from the frequent tornadoes which carve their way across hills, but,
There's not one right now.
Very peaceful.
Yeah. I mean, most of the population are nomads and farmers. Many clans of the country wander the plains. Many shinobi exist to defend coveted farmland and grazing routes. Livestock here is untamed. Strong in chakra, wild in herds. They are guided subtly by civilian and shinobi shepherds, but glint and swish of scythes are a common sight here, and mostly uninhabited but small permanent settlements around ancient buildings that you pass by, hidden the occasional colorful tents denoting a group of wanderers is a common sight. It dots the landscape over miles, temporary shelter, and
Can I ask a odd question? Does Say carry camping equipment with him?
I mean, he's a hunter and who operates special force missions for a long time on his own. So I'm sure he has a scroll packed up with some camping equipment.
Okay, because I know I specifically have that in my inventory, and there's a very funny thought to me of Shoji's leaning in and like, see, that's what a tent's supposed to look like. Not just a bedroll and a tarp.
Listen, when you're out in the field, you need to leave a small footprint. Sometimes a bedroll and a tarp is all you need.
this, by the way, is a tent that's made of like patchwork quilt fabric, like heavy patchwork quilt fabric, but it's got like at least 7 different shades of colors, like in a ribbon coming out from the top, and
That's impressive.
yeah, and it's just it's huge. It's a big tent, but it is definitely the color clashes are brilliant.
Yeah.
Well-
Look, I know I got a nin tent for this, but have you never been camping normally? That's what a tent should be.
I mean, I get it. I can see the appeal. I just feel like it's a little bit gaudy for my tastes.
That's fair. Ours are usually like white and blue and stuff like that. Anyways.
Well, let's not be in their hair long. We aren't here for them. We're here for the ram.
And the two of you find yourselves overlooking. I don't know what to call this area, except it's sort of like where the plains start to intersect with sand. It's a little bit dirt covered. There's still plenty of grass for grazing, as you find yourselves atop a rocky outcrop. Just like a really tall one, like a large bunch of boulders, probably about the size of 2 houses.
Mm.
All right.
And off in the distance, about 300 meters away, is a small group. Not quite a herd, maybe 4. There are 4 rams, sheep, making their way slowly towards the entrance towards stands.
Hey, Shoji.
Hmm?
How many do you think you can trap in one go?
It's less about number and more about how close they are together, I guess.
What do they say? Within 15 feet.
I could get 3 of them maybe within 15 feet if they're not too squirrely about it.
All right, then. I have a plan. He's gonna start gathering up. I guess we're gonna start gathering up salt rocks. I mean, if these guys actually no, I don't even need to do that. Actually, if these things are aggressive and like to run people down, then yeah, Sei's just gonna signal to Shoji to remain near him, and for Ratsuno to just stay close to Shoji as well, stick with him as well. He's going to reverse summon, or I guess unsummon, Shiro and Kuro with a quick nod to thank them for their work. And then he will, as I grab my goddamn ears, hold on. There we go. He will then, he's gonna just like hop down, do a couple front flips, and land just like directly in the path that the rams are taking towards him. He will land in front of them, and just like, okay, this is gonna go either really great, or I'm in a lot of pain. As loud as he possibly can.
You did cut out a little bit, so I don't know what.
Just
you
a
said.
hey over here as loud as he can.
Mm.
You
And then
Yeah.
he will also, I'm going to cast a jutsu that I'm pretty sure lasts long enough. So I'm going to go ahead and spend some chakra to cast the jutsu. I'm going to spend 12 chakra.
All right. Okay. The echoing of your voice sort of bounces off what nearby rocks there are and sort of echoes across the plains. You see as the four of them, the herd, the very tiny herd, their heads come up, searching. They
Come on, you
lock
big dumb bastards.
onto you.
Okay. Here we go. And I'm going to, I spent my chakra for my first jutsu, so now I'm just waiting, holding my reaction for, do they jump at me?
Alright, we're gonna do this in a bit of like a popcorn style, so you go, I'll
Mhm.
go, and then Shoji will go. So
Works for me. If I do this right, I only need one turn.
alright, well, the four of them sort of start to work up a charge of sort of digging into the ground, and within a few seconds they cover 100 meters.
Oh my god, they're fast. They're almost as fast as we are. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, Say is seeing them charge through him and just, okay, that's gonna hurt if it hits. Please don't hit.
I think watching that speed, Shoji's also, you see him instantly covered in ice and changing stance. His glasses sort of fall away as he's now entered 2 different jutsus. She's like, uh-oh.
All right, I need to use my action when I'm gonna hold my action for when they are within like 5 feet of running into me. When they're too close to me to be able to stop their charge is my plan.
That is their full turn, so Shoji, it's now your turn.
I am sort of waiting. I'm gonna like hold, not prepare an action, but hold my turn till after Say decides what he's doing. Just gonna keep holding that.
Yeah, I'm again my turn. I've already cast one jutsu that's currently still on the ground, so you can feel I've cast lightning chakra out around me in a 15-foot kind of like triangle around me. But I am also clearly holding. It's actually a reaction for them. It's not even an action; it's a reaction. So I'm literally just not even using an action. I'm just waiting until
They're on top of you.
until they're on top of me.
Alright. As they close the distance, also I said the wrong thing. I meant to say feet, not meters. Sorry.
See, still terrifying, but
But they, since Shoji, you're holding your action, those, they continue to charge another 100 feet. They are now within 100 feet of Say.
okay. All right.
Hold.
Hold it. Say is clearly holding like holding his hands out, ready to do hand signs, but he is not doing anything until they get there.
Alright, that's it for you then?
I'm ready.
Alright.
I'm
They're
gonna prepare a jutsu for after he does an action. Now that they're within critical striking distance, I guess.
Alright. The first one, now that they're within 100 feet, is going to charge towards you, Say. Horn down, and they're going to make an attack.
Are they all doing this or just the one?
The biggest one.
I kind of would need.
Well, you know what? All four of them are charging, but like they're like in like a line, sort of.
Okay, how long is the line?
It's 4.
Actually, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step back to the edge of my 15-foot triangle I've marked out on the ground and hold my hand seals. Are they charging at me now?
They're still charging at you.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
All right. Does a 21 hit?
It sure would, except I'm going to go ahead and spend a reaction. Say will bite his thumb, fling through his hand seals, and man, a lot of summoning themes here today. Summoning Rashomon. And I will jam my hand on the ground, and a big, giant, sort of like demon mouth like gate will appear with a huge wall under it that ram will smash into. It has an AC and health, and the 21 will still hit it. So go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Well, It does not that much damage, apparently.
How much?
5 piercing, but it does trample, so I'm gonna need your Rashomon to make a strength saving throw.
Let me see. Has an AC equal to 3 points. I think it by default fails those.
Okay, it's knocked prone.
They can't be knocked prone. It's a wall.
It's a wall. But, and also it needs to make a constitution saving throw.
It fails automatically.
Alright, so we're gonna... That's gonna take 17 damage.
Half that because it has resistance to all damage.
Alright. And then the next one, it's gored on the horn. The next one is going to ram right next to it on the Rashomon and going to make another...
Just go ahead and keep rolling the attacks because this thing has a lot of health and it's resistant to all damage. So just go ahead and keep rolling the attacks.
Is it
so
9?
far, it's taken half of 17 is what? 8, 9.
Okay, is 9 going to hit?
No, sorry. No. Wait, did you roll a 9 to hit just now?
Yeah.
Oh, you failed. No, it has AC 16.
Alright, next one.
Bounces right off of that shit.
Yeah, so the second one is going to also bounce, and then the last one is also going to hit. It's going to roll back. Oh, come on, I just want to. Alright, thank you. It does 3 piercing. It's going to fail automatically, so it's going to do a 6 more. It's going to take another 21 damage. So 24 total.
21?
Yeah.
24, half
21.
24 is 12. That's 12 damage plus the, what, it took 9 plus half of 5 is 3, so that's 12 plus 12 is a grand total of 24 health. It's still up. The wall didn't break. It has by default 50 health.
Alright.
That's pretty good.
So, for clarity now, all 4 of these things are smashed into the wall.
So the first and the last have smashed. Like the first one, it has like literally gored the wall. The second one is the last one is also gored the wall. The other two kind of like they tried but they bounced off.
Okay, but they're all like right up against the wall. Like,
They're all right up against the wall, and that's the end of that.
So
turn.
now within 15 feet, and I will activate the jutsu I already trapped. As earlier, I cast a B rank lightning bind, and I will use. I can decide when it activates. I'm gonna say it activates when I trigger when I say the phrase now. And in a 15-foot triangle, they all are trapped inside. They cannot break through the barrier unless they break it. It has 60 hit points, an AC of 13, and if you want to go through it, you have to take a Constitution saving throw. Take 5 to 8 lightning damage if you fail. So they are currently trapped in it right now. And he will, as he kind of releases that, like a sort of triangle of lightning, which kind of like arc up like a large pyramidal hex, like a structure around them. So they will just look over at Shoji and just, and now.
Yeah, Shoji just leaps in the air. Anytime he moves, he leaves frost, but when he jumps, there's like small icicle-like structures that launch him forward. And he makes, trying to do the math in my head. I don't know, what's 4 times 3? 12. He makes 12 different kunai that he just hucks in their direction that each have wire on them as I do pinning shot. Every single one of them needs to make a strength save.
Hey.
I am making some assumptions, and if this doesn't work, then on my turn, because this is a reaction I prepared, on my turn I have a different thing to do if that doesn't work.
Alright, so we're gonna do them in a row. The first one makes an 11. Second one fails, obviously. The third one crits with a 22. And then the last one gets a 13.
I only can do 3 at a time, like I said.
Oh, sorry. Well, the first two I'm assuming fail, and the last one.
Yeah, my save is a 19.
Yeah, last one
so that's
got
enough.
a 22, so the last one is fine.
We caught 2.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah, so these all get pinned, and then if it's my turn, because I've just been waiting
It
to
is
the
your
end
turn.
of saves, Shoji is just going to run up, and you can tell me if I need to roll one thing for this, but I can just kind of try and roll 2 different grapples. He makes battle wire out of ice and starts trying
Buddy.
to tie them up.
You can't get through the barrier unless you break it. It doesn't hurt
can
you,
I-
but you have to break it.
Can I strike through it?
No, you cannot interact inside the barrier unless you break it.
Oh, so then I can't really throw those pins either, can I?
Oh, no, sorry. You can still attack. I guess you can still attack. It doesn't say you can attack. It just says you can't move through it. So I guess if you're,
I have
if you're,
battle wire has like 15 feet
oh,
of range.
you're right. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead, have fun. My bad.
So yeah, he's not going and hog tying them, but it has the grapple feature, so I can grapple things with it.
You only need one, so you can try and grapple both of them if you want.
Yeah, with each attack he's gonna do that. And the way it works is he just sort of pulls his hand in the air, and as he does, battle wire forms in it and around them, like he's just made a sort of like cat's cradle knot around their ankles as he's doing this.
Are you Walter from Helsing?
I mean, it's all made out of ice, so...
So yeah, with the grappling quality, I get to roll an attack roll, and they roll either athletics or acrobatics to avoid it.
Alright, go for it.
Fam, I got a plus 12 to attack rolls.
Yeah.
So that's a 28.
15's not gonna cut it.
What about the other one? I can do both, so I'm trying both.
7 is also not gonna cut it.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Plan succeeded. Tactical genius and Nazama say right here.
Alright, so the two of them are now tied
And yes,
down
I'm remaining in
and
picture and
pinned.
taking all the credit.
There's your plan.
Say will look just like, damn fine work. All right, now we just back these two away and hope these last two don't smash through this Rashomon immediately. You might want to step back a second.
Yeah. He's holding them and can only get so far, so he's like...
All right, on 3, and it'll release the lightning bind and immediately just like grab Shoji and fling him behind the Rashomon.
Ah! Yeah, and I guess...
I'm not strong, so I'm not pulling you far.
Got to say, so I don't know. Do we both do a strength save? We both do athletics. This is up to you, O Sage of Six Paths.
Behind my goddamn wall. I don't give a fuck what happens to you. I'm trying to keep you alive, my nigga.
I mean, like you're cooperating, so honestly, I'd let you do a strength save with assistance from Say.
You do
What's
that
your save?
because my strength save is bad because I have strength 8.
Oh yeah. Well, mine is plus 5, so we're gonna do that.
So you're not gonna assist.
You got it.
Well, I'm assuming with the assist that I just have advantage.
Oh yeah, it helps. Yeah, it will help.
Go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, that's a 15.
15. You end up behind the Rashomon. The rams are still pinned, but one of the you're getting it right. You're getting behind the Rashomon, but one of the rams is going to make an attack on you. They're gonna miss.
Excellent. My AC is like 21. 21? Anyways,
Alright.
I just imagine he's behind it, and now the wires are going like around the corner of this, and Shoji just like, come on!
Come on, you have the strong arms of the two of us. Please pull.
Only just!
Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Shoji?
Yeah, I got nothing else.
I mean, if I can hold these and still maybe do a jutsu, I will prepare to do one. Or no, it's a reaction, never mind. So unless they come around the corner and really try and hit me, I'm not really doing anything else until the other two run away and we can fully restrain these things.
Well, I'm afraid they're not exactly smart, so...
We love it when things aren't smart. He just like me for real.
Yeah.
Just like me, for real.
Yeah. So the 2-3 rams are going to back away about 20 feet, and then sort of come in sideways from where they see they.
Can I?
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Never mind. I dropped lightning bind. That's okay.
Well, can I pin these wires down with something so I can act? Or I can make a whole katana out of nothing. I'm just saying.
It's okay. You're fine. You're totally fine. I think.
All right.
I think we let this go through.
I mean, you can react. Like I'm gonna say, like if you want, you can react.
Unless they hit me, I don't know that I have a lot of reactions to use here.
Well, they're aiming at Say right now, because they're dumb. So,
I will say I will put myself between him and them, at least one of them, because I assume that they're kind of both coming at him, so that we can each handle one.
Today.
Are they going around my wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
They're pretty
not
dumb
that
though, but they all the first one also like missed.
Nice.
Second one hits with a 24 though.
That sure
Well, is that the
would
one
hit me.
targeting him, or is it the one that I stand in front of?
It's targeting
Yeah, okay.
Day.
It's fine. That might hit me because I got a plan.
Alright. It's gonna deal 2
What's
piercing
the damage?
It's just
Oh,
piercing
just
damage.
2?
Yeah, just 2, but you're gonna need to make a strength saving throw.
No, the fuck I won't, because I'm gonna cast Flower Petal Escape and get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Because I'm not holding any goddamn rams down right now. So yeah, they will just, oh boy, and just puff into flower petals the moment the ram just goes through him and just pop up as Shoji. Just okay, so we're getting out of here, like now.
yeah. I'll just run to where the other two are, and I'm going to ask if I can justify 4 sets of handcuffs being 2 bulk.
You know what? Sure, why not?
Just because that's going to cost me less juice.
I mean,
But,
mostly because
chakra.
I know they apparently decided that a katana was too bulk. I'm pretty sure 4 sets of
look.
handcuffs is about the size of a katana.
Yeah, and they're not like extra long. This is just the cuff parts. I'm gonna ice fabricate 2 of those suckers just so that we can pick these things up and run before I really tie them down with like physical metal battle wire.
Fair enough.
And yeah, I don't know. Is an action grapple both of them if I can possibly lift both of them, but if not, say grab one, please. Or are we only grabbing one?
Okay. Let's say we'll go bring his noodly arms around a ram and hope for the fucking best.
Actually, there's only one of them, so just be like, help me with this, and whichever one looks bigger and nicer.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't even
gonna
want to spend an
biggest,
action
nicest
to
ram,
roll for this. It's
honestly.
just gut
Let's get
check.
the fuck out of here.
I mean, it's the first one. The first one looks like the lead. So if you were
Nice,
able
we'll
to
take that one.
grab the chief, you like Shoji. You think probably if you grab like the leader and pulled them away, the other ones, while they're aggressive, would probably, you know.
They'll start fighting each other for dominance. Their leader is gone.
Yeah.
The power vacuum will have to be filled.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just Shoji picking one up. Shoji only has a 10 strength score. He gets away with pretending to be stronger because he's very dexterous. But he does pick that one up. Maybe his other action is just grappling it a little more with the real battle wire in case like the stuff he has made melts. So now this thing is wrapped by ice wire, real wire, and handcuffs as he's just
I think you
we gotta get going.
Yeah, we run far, please.
There's like a tarp, like an ice sheet tarp underneath, so like it smooths away as you basically skate this across.
Actually, yeah. If I have this, then the bonus action is actually making like an ice, like just the rail parts of the sled, scooping under it, and just come on, we're going.
We gotta go.
Yeah,
Usually it's the ram pulling the sleds. This is a little bit of a reverse, he says out
Hey,
loud. as
you
he's
know
running.
what? In Soviet wind country, Shinobi pulls the. I don't know. I fucked it up. I tried. I couldn't make it work. I'm sorry.
You tried your best. You hear a bit of a chuckle
Ram's
from
great.
Ratsuna as they leap on top of the hog-tied ram.
I'm glad you're having a good time, because I honestly am too. This is pretty
Onwards,
exciting.
mush!
Frankly, this could be
Mush.
worse. Yeah, say we'll just run alongside the sled and look back at the infighting rams and just, okay, all right. That could have ended with me gored. I'm glad it didn't.
Could've been
Honestly,
really
you
bad.
could have had me be the target of that. I mean, like, I'm glad that you had a plan with the wall and all that. That was pretty cool. Maybe I ought to learn some summons. I don't know.
Oh, isn't that hard? I can teach it to you. It's not a clan aligned summon. Anyone can do it.
Hmm. Yes, but what if ice?
Oh, I like the way you think.
All right, and with that, on that scene, I think now's a good time if you guys want. We can take another break, or we can continue.
That would be cool with a quick break. Actually, that'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, then we're gonna take a quick break, guys. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back in a little bit. I'm not gonna say Jiffy. Damn it, I just said Jiffy.
No, it is Jiffy.
All
It'll
right.
be
Too
a
late.
Jiffy. We'll time it. It'll be a real Jiffy, I
It's a
promise.
summon Jiffy.
Sure, one
Summon
summon
Jiffy.
Jiffy. All right, we'll be back. And we return. Welcome back to Blades Will, our flashback episode. But start off.
A scene.
Earth Country is treacherous, but everything uses chakra to survive, just with the utmost dry, unforgiving, but respite from harsh wind and that can flesh from bone are found in the caverns, rock formations, or buried. Settlements are rare, based far apart, a low population, very few. Toil to use every bit of efficiently as possible. Deadly scorpions are harvested. Single piece of kite flesh is wasted. Flora carefully defended in medicine. While the many shinobi hypocrisy divide and harvest what little they can, scratch precious metal, rocks to hunting terrible creatures from their hands. Civilians cycling escape they can. Life is sustained and is respected. All the more beautiful and heat sun, tear of wind. For all its dangerous beauty, Earth Country better. It's been half a
Fight a
day,
war for it.
and Shoji has DIY'd his own tarp and sled drag, melting ice, making a quickly fading trail.
Off camera, we did roll nature so that I feel like I can justify this. There's like a pretty sandy wash, like a spot that is kind of a little lower that like when it's rain, that's where the water comes through. That Shoji has taken 3 kunai made of ice and pinned them pretty far on the ground. Maybe they're actually katanas with like little ice loops on the top, and has made a sort of wire run. So like this thing can move around a bit because high nature roll, that's something that a scorpion would notice and want to track. And it's just able to wander a certain distance. And you see him getting back up to sort of the edge of the wash where it sort of peaks that you can hide on the other side. And he's panting. He's like, ah, deserts are bullshit.
Oh, maintain yourself. It's not that bad. Have you already taken off his shinobi jacket and his shirt?
Oh, I think Shoji has followed at this point. Like he still technically has his leather leather armor. It's just like his regular clothes, like metal plates in it. But he has unzipped it. He's just like, I need some ice. Makes a kunai of ice and is just sucking on it. So hot.
All right, then let's hope we get this over and we can get out of here, yeah?
Feel it. See it. Tremor. Sands shift. The bound up ram starts to squirm, try to leave, but it's bound up and it can't move. So with great crash, sand exploding in a fountain. It's well, let's just say you're gonna be finding sand in odd places. Assuming you survive.
Okay, found our target. Good lord.
And a huge desert scorpion. You think it's probably like that ram is barely a morsel for it, as it with one big claw it reaches down and grabs it. Large tail, eye in an arch, dripping what can only be deadly.
Shoji's like, man, I am not happy about how quickly it pulled up those stakes of ice.
I'm not happy about that poison.
Secret is to not get hit. Before we roll initiative attack this thing, can we maybe say that we stay in stealth just long enough to activate a buff or two?
Sure.
Cool.
In that case,
I
it's
mean,
overdrive
like,
and shock
they
armor.
definitely felt you wandering around, so it's turned towards you now, but you're stealth.
Oh yeah.
All
Just
right.
we're not moving and we just quickly add some buffs. It notices us and we're running at it.
Okay. So, usual plan: split up, hit it hard from both sides.
Yeah, I'm the distraction. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. And he will immediately activate shock armor and overdrive because I need speed.
Yeah, Shoji's glasses just turn into mist, and his clothes become ice, and his hair is full of ice crystals as he just enters a much more graceful looking stance, and his wisdom isn't so shit anymore.
I guess we're all rolling initiative now?
All right, Ratana, watch and learn.
I mean, the Scorpion doesn't have to if it doesn't want to, but we're definitely running at it.
That's fine.
Yeah, go for it then.
All right. D20 plus 11.
God damn.
That's
I
a
got
26.
Damn it. That makes sense, though.
I'm fast.
Yeah, look. There's a reason Shoji is running behind you most of the time.
Not for long, you're not. Let me tell you.
To be, say, Shoji, Scorpion?
I like that order. That sounds great to me.
Great.
Sorry,
All right.
Dan got me.
In that case, I'm just gonna take off to the side of this thing, and let's start off with something simple. Honestly, see if we can't pin this guy down a little bit. You know what? Why not? Let's go all out. Say it's just gonna go ahead and we're gonna start pretty simple. I'm gonna draw 2 shuriken and throw 2 of them. Weave some chakra between them and channel light chakra through them. As I am going to use lightning flash. I need to make 2 ranged ninjutsu attacks. It's gonna be d20s plus 9. That's a 17 plus 9 is a number that's really high, 26. And then I got a 15. Those both hit.
15 hits?
Ooh.
And then, so I'm assuming if 15 hits, then I'm going to assume that means that 26 hits as well, yes?
26 also.
All right, in that case, they are going to take 1d8 piercing and 1d8 lightning twice. So let me just roll 4d8 total. Here we go. These 2 in blue are going to be lightning. The other 2 will be piercing. That's going to be a grand total of 13 lightning damage and 9 piercing damage.
Can I assume this is your primary target and you're getting sneak attack on this as well?
I wouldn't get sneak attack just yet.
All right.
Okay.
It's not
So-
engaged.
So as the shuriken hit, you see as the shuriken actually bounce off the plate armor, but the lightning does manage to go through.
God damn, that shell's tough. Gotta pierce through it harder than that.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I will bonus action trigger my Toton Jutsu. As again, this plan usually Shoji gets big and distracting, and I get sneaky and stabby. So I will do my Toton Jutsu and turn invisible. Start sneaking on the sands.
Next up, I guess, it's Shoji.
Cool. Yeah. Shoji has many buffs on, can move 80 feet. I'm assuming that's gonna be enough to get there without dashing as a bonus action. With the nature I rolled of 21, would I happen to know if it's more dexterous or it's stronger? Like which one is its strength?
Probably stronger.
Yeah, right. Well, I have an option for
I'm
both.
guessing it's pretty strong. Like, I mean, it's a stealthy motherfucker. Perceptive. And
Yeah.
but it's
I'm just saying if I
very
already
strong.
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still strong, but just which one is it better at with saves is
That's
kind of my
better.
question. Yeah, so Shoji runs up, and you see his left hand drags to the side, creating another one of these cat's cradles of battle wire as he does it. As he casts Icy Embrace, make a Dex saving throw.
Does a 17 pass?
It does not. So he pulls, and it's this really complicated weave, like again, like a cat's cradle. It's very artistic. Goes around all of its legs and sort of like pulls them all together, and he is now restrained, so he can't run effectively. And there's like he has disadvantage at dex saves or whatever, and attacks have advantage, and its attacks have disadvantage. But that's more the side effect, as now I can do a finisher. So get ready for the big damage.
I
As
love big damage.
you see, Shoji's right hand flies out, and this katana just forms in it out of ice. I think at this point he is going very traditional with the designs he's using. It really just looks like a very traditional katana. The hilt, I don't know the actual word for it, is like a snowflake. And he is going to... there's like a quiet moment as you hear, like he whispers, breath of ice, blizzard. And he just sort of teleports to the other side of it. And this icy path of where he took appears in the ground. And I'm going to roll an attack. That is 29, so that's definitely going to hit.
Assume so.
Oh, God, this is... I maybe needed to get more dice here. I did not plan on the... You know what, we're going to use an online roller.
So I came prepared.
Yeah, except I didn't get prepared for, what is the number here? 7d8 plus 1d10 plus 12.
It's not bad.
Well, come on, no, how do I... 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 64 damage.
Out of curiosity, what kind of jutsu is this?
This is a Buki Jutsu, and it is doing cold damage. As the, I think especially if he saw the kunai bounce off, the katana is basically molding around it and causing sort of frostbite instead of actually slashing into it. As there's multiple lines, almost like a pattern, like a dramatic slashing pattern across its body as he appears on the other side, sword out. He's like, I think I'm winning. Oh no, that's 64 damage. I did.
Oh, 64. 60. Okay.
6-4 in one number.
Not bad. It's a good number.
With Arv, you feel a very strong resistance to this. Almost like it's resisting the chakra. But it's not, the furrow that you carve in the armor is not nearly as deep as you expect it to be, but you've definitely dealt. Like, it's sort of this arachnid sort of rears back, and it's definitely in pain. Anything else?
But I can tell it's maybe not doing as much damage as I thought it would.
It's not as doing as much damage as you expect it to.
God damn it, what is the secret to this? He just says out loud.
I think the secret is just to hit it harder, honestly.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my action. My bonus action, I'd like to save my... Well, he will back up like 10 feet. I don't know how far I've moved, but I'm assuming like 10, 15 feet while it's restrained is going to work fine.
Okay. Works for me.
It can try and make an attack of opportunity if it wants, but it is restrained and has disadvantage, so...
Well, it's going to try.
Yeah, go for it.
28 hit you.
A 28 would, but I am going to use my reaction now, unfortunately, and going to do Makiri counter. So I'm going to roll an attack roll and hope that I get higher.
Oh,
Oh.
28 with disadvantage?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
was that
sorry.
what-
Does a 19 hit you?
Oh, a 19 doesn't. I'm not going to use my jutsu for that.
What the fuck?
I forgot about
I'm
the
like, with disadvantage? That is the most
Thank
unlucky.
you for the reminder. 19 does.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, a restrained attack rolls the creature makes have disadvantage while it's restrained, which ends as soon as the start of its turn. Like, these wires do not stick around for long.
Damn, I was hoping to keep it restrained. That's fine.
Well, look, if you need that, especially if you get like some sneak attack stuff with that, don't worry. I'm gonna help you out in a minute.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No. If I'm 15 feet away, just to be like, hopefully it can't sting me from here. That's what I got.
Okay. Next up, Desert Scorpion to you, if it's passed on to you, is going to use an elite action. Cast. Well, it's less of a. I guess it's less of a casting. Hey,
An ability, yeah.
more of an ability. So the whole area within a 60-foot cubical radius is now sort of sinking in. I'm gonna need everyone within 60 feet to now make a strength saving throw. And it also, this sand, by the way, counts as difficult terrain and cannot be traversed using water walking.
Well, thankfully I ignore difficult terrain because of one of my feats, but the strength save, that's concerning.
So long as you're within this radius, you're gonna have to make a strength on, well, yeah.
Well, I'm not proficient in those, but it's. Well, I just fucking crit, which means it's actually a 19, but I still crit. By the way, if anybody's curious, it's boom. It's a 20 right there, sitting on that die.
Yeah, I got a 10.
So on the first failure, your movement speed is now 0, and your feet have been sucked below the speed of
Now,
also automatically fail dex saves.
Am I exhausted, grappled, restrained, or slowed?
Nope.
Then I have the mobile feat, meaning my speed cannot be reduced by more than half unless by those conditions.
All right.
Well, think this. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, so you're half speed. Nice.
Although that's not including difficult terrain, so I'm sure that means that I am now at 4th speed, so my feet are still in there. I'm just still trying to move.
Well, think of it this way: you no longer automatically fail dexterity saves. Positive. But
Excellent.
Yep. So, next up, I'm gonna attack against. Well, I can't see, say, right?
That's true. Yeah. I'm invisible. I mean, you
That's
can still try to attack me, just be at disadvantage.
Yeah, because he didn't hide, so the scorpion knows where Say is. Just it's gonna have a harder time hitting him. And you know, Koji did hit it harder.
Fair enough.
Disadvantage, baby. It's up to you. Have fun. Go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I mean, how close are you, Say?
I'm running at it. I'm gonna hit it really hard.
Well, just how far were you at the end of your turn, I guess?
Oh, I would probably end myself with maybe like 30 feet from it, maybe.
Okay. So Shoji, you're closer. Does a 32 hit you? I'm assuming that doesn't no longer trained.
Yeah, it doesn't have disadvantage anymore. That's just to the beginning of its first turn. Yeah, that'll definitely hit. I'm gonna use a different jutsu than my original plan because I don't think I can hit a 32 unless I hit a 20. So instead, you see him fly through a bunch of a few hand signs and do a classic Ice Dome of Nothingness as a reaction.
Oh, classics. We love
I am gonna, just because I'm worried, I'm gonna upcast this to B rank so it has 35 hit points. But a dome of ice, 5 foot with a 5 foot radius, just springs around him as this thing comes for him.
Okay. It's going to deal 13 piercing damage and 2 points.
I mean, there's nothing. that says that it's immune to poison damage. I feel like that should be, but that's up to you.
Get fucked.
Just, we'll go with the 13 piercing damage. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
Right,
But yeah, that's not making it through.
all right.
It's got 35 HP. Its AC isn't as good as Shoji's, but it's...
That's okay. Hit again. Does a 25 hit?
25 is still gonna hit, yeah.
Deal, looks like another 8 piercing damage.
And that's not making it still.
Okay, and finally, 17 hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay. To deal another 12.
I have 2 HP left on this dome.
Christ.
Alright.
I think we cut to Shoji just sitting here holding the hand signs and just thud, 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 and like some cracks. And he's like,
It's like this huge thing. It's dripping poison. You know, as soon as you get hit, that's going to.
yeah. Thankfully, it's like it adheres to the like surface of the dome, so it would have dripped on him. But it's like because it's that close, like, whoo,
Okay. Gotta go with the plan then.
Oh well, acid. Screw it. It's poison. Doesn't count. Yeah, acid. Counts. All right. That's it for the desert scorpion. So yeah. Say it's your turn. Make a say.
Oh right, I have to do that 'cause I'm still in the area. Even on my turn, I gotta do it. Oh no. Well, thankfully, I also have the mobile feat. Especially I just rolled a 13.
it's a good feat.
Yeah. Your speed is going to be reduced as close to 0 as possible.
Halved. Although you can, as a bonus action, if you don't have anything else to do with it, roll to ignore difficult terrain.
Oh, sweetie, I already ignore difficult terrain.
Ah, all right, never mind.
But you know what I don't ignore? Big annoying scorpions hitting my friends. Even if I won't call them my friends.
This is fair and valid.
Hey Michelle, did you get a DM by the way? You should just curious if you wanted to look at that. But
Yes.
I think Say is watching the dome be pierced through. It's just kind of looking like, oh hell, this thing's scary. Okay, what to do? Find a weak spot. What the hell?
Show you up.
I'm not letting him show up anything, and you shut up. I'm tired of hearing you. Go away.
Certain. After all, he's already accompanying you on a quest that should just be, right?
Shut up. Get it done. So am I rolling wisdom or charisma to resist corruption now? You have to tell me. Don't worry, I'm bad at both.
Let's go with, in this case, let's go with wisdom.
Yay! I'm less bad at that. No, I'm actually less bad at charisma. Whoops. That's an 8.
That looks like a fail!
It's a fail. You now get to tell me how many points of corruption I gain. It's up to you. The maximum I can have is 12. Really horrible things happen at 12. I would recommend you not say 12. How much do I gain? It's up to you.
This is such a minor little question that you gain 1 point of corruption.
Oh joy. In that case, I reduce my current maximum chakra die by 1, and I cannot regain that until I take a long rest. Oh. Well, I think Say is just going to as he's saying shut up. We see that mark on his wrist slowly spread up his arm, forming crisscrossing lightning patterns up and down his arm and over his neck and face until he's fully covered in it. And he lances his eyes back up, now fully bloodshot. I am not letting anyone think they're better than me. And he'll lean back become visible again, so you can see him like off on the side again. He'll twist his
The
hands.
dome is collapsing as he just sees this.
He'll drop a few hand signs that you've seen him do a million fucking times before. Lower his hand is going to do a Chidori. The lightning that sparks in his hand is a sickly crimson red.
Ooh.
And he's just going to get low, growl, let out a hiss of static, and dash right at the scorpion. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll an attack now.
All right, go for it.
Because I'm trying to not be shown up here, I'm going to go ahead and use my other feat for empowered ninjutsu, which means I would swing at disadvantage, but because I'm sneak attacking, it's actually at advantage, so it's just a normal swing and normal attack. Oh, cool. I rolled an 18 plus my ninjutsu attack bonus of plus 12. Cool. I have to do math for a brief moment, so excuse me. 160. Thank you.
160?
Yes, I don't roll.
All right, cool. You watch as actually do you want to just describe it?
We just see a streak of like red rip across the battlefield, like straight through the back of this thing, like pulling open its stomach and everything. And then Sei just lands, like arm out, still crackling red lightning, just directly in front of Shoji, skidding to a stop and breathing out slow.
Please stand next to it if it's not immediately dead.
There is blood and viscera and chitin armor pieces just scattered in the sands around you. Some of it sinking in the rapidly resettling quicksand.
Sei will slowly swipe the hand away, and you'll watch him like very, very dramatically draw in a slow, ragged breath, and the marks slowly recede back from his skin into his wrist. And that's getting it done.
Just to be clear, it definitely died. It didn't just lose body parts.
Yeah, it's definitely dead. Like,
I'm gonna say, if it survived 160 damage, I'd be fucking concerned.
I mean, if it survived 220 some odd damage at the end of that.
True. I would be fucking concerned with the health balancing of this creature.
Yeah. You can see Shoji just sort of instinctively, as the dome was coming down, had already made a katana and a kunai. And it's like, Sei would recognize exactly what his plan was of like, yeah, he tosses you the sword, he ties it down, you go like for another sneak, etc. He even takes the step as he realizes this thing is dead. Like, he didn't even register to him for a second of this just like crimson flash is this new trick. But when he sees how much damage it's done, he almost slips on the ice that he makes under his own feet for a second. Like, startled of just, damn.
I got tired of wasting time.
I mean, yeah, we're in a hurry. I get that. You see hesitation on his face, and like internally, he's almost wants to ask if you're okay, because obviously, this is like cost you something emotionally. But he doesn't say it. Like Shoji just.
I think that was catches that
really
look.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Listen, man. A lot of things have changed while I've been out and deployed. A lot of things are changing in me. I don't quite know the details, but it's not always the most comfortable.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but is it... You think it's worth it? Do you not know?
I won't know. Not until it gets me somewhere. But I don't know how to get rid of it just yet.
Shoji looks over this just utter destruction of this thing. I like to imagine that like the attack went right down the spine of this, so it's split open on the top,
Yeah.
steaming a little, and just if you need help with that, whatever you decide to do with it, I'm always here.
I'll handle it. He says, admittedly, sounding a little bit more jaded than he did earlier.
Hmm.
Listen. As of current, no one but you and Yuri know about this. We should keep it that way.
No, I think I understand why. I have to imagine the beginning of his sage training. He can kind of like smell is the only word he has for it now. That like this is not necessarily good chakra. Like he doesn't know how to describe it yet, but he's just like there's a sense of foreboding with the chakra that's been released in the air. It doesn't just smell like ozone. It smells. Anger is the only word he has for it right now, maybe. And he's like, yeah, that's. And the unspoken thing that Sei would know is that Shoji doesn't know that he could help if it's something at this level of power. Not how he is now. He flexes his hand and a small sphere of air circulates for a second. He's like, yeah, I get it. I won't tell anybody.
I appreciate that. Hey, well, job's done. Let's go see if we can't resummon Rawl, or at the very least get Ratsuna's scorpion and get out of here. Yeah?
Yeah, there's a gulch a little farther that way. Let's just get it out of the sand so we don't get further predators. And
Couldn't
Shoji
agree
starts
more.
tying it up, setting it up with a sled and all that.
Hey, Shoji,
Yeah,
one last thing.
sure.
I don't know what this is going to do to me when it comes down to it. But if I end up losing myself, I don't think there's anyone who can stop me but you. Can you do that?
I don't think Shoji has a good poker face. Like he does. His face goes like all blank anytime he's lying. His family is great at lying, but that's because they do that all the time. So he's like becomes more Yuki when he says this, and he says, "Yeah, that's what you want." And you know it's because he's like, I gotta step up if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know about that.
Look at that. Say holding faith in you for the first time ever, and it's to kill him if you have to.
Yeah, I think that's that scene.
Yeah, I think he just walks off at that point.
Good show, good
Shoji
show.
pulls it away with. You can still help with it.
Say, I don't know why you would even want a contract with us if you can like that off.
It's a bit of a one-trick pony deal. I can't pull that too often. Pulls a lot out of me. I also don't.
Plus, that only really works if he has someone to draw attention for a second.
Hence why you're here. And he pats you on the head a bit.
Remember, he wants you, so I don't have to always be there. Again, as he's pulling his.
Thanks for the raid.
A
Yeah, we'll
raid?
friends.
We're unfortunately coming up close to the end, but
Of
You're
course.
right in time for the ending.
But thank you, Neon Lich Studio. We got a lot of Neon friends. I'm down with
Yo,
it,
honestly,
honestly.
it's working well.
Alright. Well, Ratsuna is going to plod over towards to you, Shoji. Pats you on the knee once again, claws still out. Maybe tickles a little bit, stinks. You did a good job as bait.
I'm just here as the assistant.
You know I
think
like
he's
the
tied
cub,
to.
honestly.
he has the wires tied to a katana that's just been dulled, so he can.
Why not
Using
just make a
guys,
stick in that case? Like,
because he can only make the weapons that he has practiced making. Otherwise, they melt in this goddamn heat in the desert
Well, you've
and cause
done
chakra.
an amazing job. Now, if you really want to butter up old Salt of the Mountain, you can head over to grab some of the stuff over by the volcanic springs.
woman, I have been nearly charged. I have been nearly poisoned. I have been nearly curse mark corrupted. I would like to sleep in my own fucking bed.
Ratsuna sort of, pause. Like, once again, that cat, like, I don't really care, like, I care as much as I care. Right? Sort of swish. Alright.
Internally, Shoji's like, a cat of any size is always a cat. This is just like any of the cats at home. He doesn't say that. That'd be very rude, and he's trying to make this word. He's like, a cat is always a cat. God damn.
Like, this lion cub does not blend in the slightest with the desert. He's, like, stark white, it's got spots, big blue eyes, and
To be
he's
fair,
just...
Shoji doesn't blend in with the desert. This is
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, so he's just like, well, the banquet is soon, so if you just head over this way, we'll see the Savannah Lions, and Ratsuna will lead the two of you to you're not sure how long it's passed? Like, it feels a little weird.
We do all the work and he still gets to act all bossy.
Yeah.
Yuri parallel number 5.
Shoji's like, I'm
passes.
just excited to be summoned by a summon. This is cool as shit.
Yeah, like you guys get like poof like reversed summoned in this weird sort of area where like you're at the foot of a mountain, but the mountain bleeds into a savanna and there's a very stark line between.
Fuck is this, Pride Rock?
Sounds like Arizona deserts. There's just like a line in altitude where suddenly pine trees.
And it's weird. Okay, it's really weird. Okay. And he's like, okay, bring the scorpion. You're going to have a banquet with the prize of the Savannah tribes, as well as what members of the mountain lions actually bother to show up. Oh, did I forget to mention the and like Ratsuna sort of like gives a very, very mischievous smirk towards the two of you.
What?
Mention what?
Oh, just well, hacks up a furball. The date of the banquet's actually 1 moon now.
Moon? As in a month?
Well, time passes a little funny here.
I'm gonna make a new fur coat if you don't get running right now, you little shit.
Ratsuna
to make a whole icebox.
Ratsuna immediately like disappears in a flash of lightning. But
Look,
like
I'm here just to keep the scorpion. You can chase after the kid.
I mean, he's like catch me if you can, and just like sort of like
I'm going after the kid.
yeah,
I'm
it's in the
gonna wring this
direction
little
that he
shit's
pointed
neck.
towards for the banquet area.
I'm gonna wring this little shit's neck if it's the last thing I do on this earth.
Now, I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth, but is this an interesting place to end of this freeze frame of cat runs off?
Just hit me like, hey, you fucking bastard.
Shoji's in the background like, ugh.
I think that's pretty. I like it honestly, personally. I'll throw a maestro though.
Yeah, that's a. I think it's a pretty good place to end today. Whether or not Sei and Shoji had to go on another chain of quests, as it were, is a question for another time.
We probably did.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I propose we come up with random weird quests that we had to go on
Yeah,
for
just
this.
make
Just
up
anytime
random
we
shit.
talk. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
We had to go deep diving for a particular kind of squid because they were in the mood for sushi.
I mean,
I had to invent a diving bell out of ice. Do you know how hard that was?
You think I like water? I'm a lightning user.
I'm actually pretty fine with water. It was more just keeping air in there that's the problem.
That makes one of us.
Also, none of my jutsu actually benefit from having a lot of water around. It was a tactical choice, but I regret it sometimes.
at some point, you actually do end up having to go to the hot springs, but it's surrounded by incredibly territorial swans.
Oh, oh
Oh no,
joy. Oh no.
that's
Not
actually the end scene.
birds.
It's just a montage of this bullshit. Just
Yeah,
like
just the two of us running from killer birds.
All
a
right.
diving bell fighting squids, killer birds in a hot springs, uh,
Great.
chasing down other cubs in like a game of put them to bed.
Exactly.
Yep.
Having to read those same cups and a lullaby, which we just made up on the spot.
Yep.
Shoji definitely stole it from an ex-boyfriend of some kind.
Definitely. Absolutely. In fact, it might even be that painter boyfriend.
Yeah, the nobleman. I'm just saying.
I
They've
like
got
that
some.
one. He was cute.
Yeah, but like he expects a lot of time, and I'm always training. And anyways,
So since we're ending session here, I'd like to close off with a bit of an end. It's dawn. Days. Two of you got back, maybe ragged. And while the sun has yet to rise above the horizon, the sky is dyed. A blue-haired young man stands at the gate of Kakure. Last time. Shinobi. Now on, Arashi beholden to none but himself, companions. Lies ahead, unpaved, to lead teammates to back. Arashi is not alone. While those who remain fight for alliance and aftermath of battle, different kind of fight. Monoko, long black hair, amethyst eyes lit, she and donned not in the full heavy robes of her office. The outfit. Always been the balance between your two teams. Between action. I'm excited about self. They showed you to see.
I think it's more interesting if we aren't personally, but
Yeah, no,
that's
I think it's more interesting if we catch up with Arashi sometime in the future, honestly.
Then, as the sun peeks out over the horizon, in crisp air filling Archie's lungs, shears reflect the brilliant colors around, lighting the path away. Light as pearl, crackle of something that someday be someone. On a road shadowed by trees, leaving behind a team. Family. Rashi travels forward.
Shit, is that my last time seeing Arashi before I go fucking ape shit? Oh man, that's really sad. Fuck.
maybe we'll have another flashback where you run into him again.
I hope so. Damn, that's really sad.
Maybe. Folks, everyone, thanks for coming by. Let's get our friends out of here so they can go sleep. It's late.
Yeah,
All right.
great.
Great.
Sleep is
Thanks.
for the weak, and I'm very weak. I'd like to sleep.
I'm not God's strongest soldier.
All right. Yeah, it's been a fun game. You guys killed it with the RP. So let's go.
You killed it with inscriptions.
Yeah, let's go reverse order this time. Tate, tell us who you are, who you played today, where we can find you out on the far reaches of the internet, if you exist on the far reaches of the internet, and where we can find you next.
Well, hello, Twitch. My name is and always will be Tate Washburn. You can find me at Tate_the terrific. Any place that I care to be found. If you try and find me anywhere else, you will not, I bet. Especially Twitter, which will always be Twitter. Fight me, Elon. I will get in the cage with you. Anyways, I have been playing Yuki Shoji, the extremely artistic and flamboyant weapons master. I love to play him whenever I can. I also sometimes show up for other Blades Will games as various other characters, including an extremely fast, punchy boy named Bang and many others. Next time you will see me is actually going to be The World Within You, our game run by the inimitable legendary Vermin and her excellent GMing. And then after that, I will be running my own game the Monday or 2 Mondays after, the Neon Afterglow that has both of these guys as players. I'll get to turn the tables on Michelle, and I promise I won't do anything too terrible to them, but I might be lying. Who knows? Anyways, you also can find me over at Singularity Roleplay, where I play Raz, the red Henshin Ranger, who is just a big dumb jock who is learning he maybe has to be in charge of people and doesn't know how he feels about that. Anyways, that's it for me. What you should really do, though, is follow this channel's Twitter. It's, again, still Twitter. Neon Lights Roleplay. We also have a Blue Sky, Neon Lights Roleplay. Or you just join on the Discord, because, you know, that's where we do a bunch of memeing and joking and stuff. And I post any of the art that I like to do about these sessions. I'm not saying I'm going to do fan art, but, like, I do love the idea of the cat fist bump. Anyways, that's all I got.
Foxy.
What's up, folks? It's me, Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox Philly's finest. I can be found all over the internet at Young Foxy. It's YUNGFOXXI. Sometimes there's no underscore in the middle, so if you can't find one, look for the other. I'll go through the next 2 weeks pretty quickly. Next place you'll see me at here on the Lights Roleplay is going to be next Wednesday for another episode of Stardust Ghosts, our Gundam-esque love letter using the incredible system No Amount of Armor by Legendary Vermin. It's rounding the corner towards Arc 3. It's getting so good. The cast is going so great. We had a lovely shopping/date episode, and I'm sure that it will remain wholesome and full of loving energy, and no bad things will happen next episode, I promise. Outside of that, I'm there the day after, next Thursday, for Last Transmission, our Meg Mysteria ran space horror theme using Death in Space. I play our ship's wife guy. It's a little rough because my wife is dead, but we're dealing with that because maybe she's not.
Is that Singularity also?
Nope, that's over here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Other than that, you'll next catch me in exactly 2 Wednesdays from now. You'll see me on the 23rd for the finale of With the Will, our Digimon-themed Animon story game. Our Digestin have come so very far. They have now become one with the Digimon, and they've gone to take on darkness and save both worlds. It will be incredible. I will be there. I hope you all will be there with us. Other than that, I'll still be around making great magic happen. Casting call for my last show just ended, so you'll be hearing about new shows from me very, very soon. Other than that, it's been incredible to have you all there. I've been loving to play Say, my lovely favorite emo boy, and I'll pass it on back to our incredible game runner to get us out of here for the evening. Take it away, Michelle.
All right, thanks. Hi, it's me, Michelle. I was your Sage of the Six Paths today. I played everyone else, which basically amounted to a cat and two rabbits, hares. Close enough.
And a scorpion.
And a scorpion and some rams. Okay, cool. Good enough. They're all animals. But anyways, you cannot find me on the internet because I don't exist there except maybe on the Discord here. You can find me, I guess, here, basically. Also on Monday for The World Within You, where I will once again reprise my role as a cat, but literally a cat, actually. And then on Wednesday, I will be in Stardust as our slightly sad honorable knight person.
Aren't you all slightly sad, to be honest? That's kind of like a trend amongst the cat, anyway.
Yeah, we're a person. We're a person. That thing. Yes.
Exactly. Well, what is being? I'll save it for Sunday. Save it for Sunday. It's fine.
Save it for Sunday. Save it for Wednesday. All right, folks. Thanks for attending. Thanks for coming by. And also thanks for the raid. We will be. I don't know. Bye. Enjoy
Bye-bye.
sleep.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Well,
Bye-bye now.
good.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.